Morning, guys. It's Saturday morning. These are going to be my first shots of the day. I'm going through this drill and one other drill before I do anything else as far as pool wise. I was just reminded of an old saying, uh, don't dress for the job you have, dress for the job you want to have. So I'm not totally sure what that says about me right now. Apparently, I want to be a hobo. Does sound kind of stress free. I've gotten better at this particular drill in the last week and a half that I've been doing it. And I may have to make it a little bit tougher. One of the things I could do is back to cue ball up. So my bridges can be a little bit awkward off the rail. To also move the object balls forward. I could do both. I don't want to make this about making the shots. I want to make it, well, like I already have, about just don't get lazy and take the shots seriously. Ideally, I want to take every shot as like a standalone thing, which is why I do a lot of pausing when I'm doing this. I suppose, like in a perfect world, yeah, I just shot the two. Now I go out and mow my grass or something, and then come back and shoot the three. And then I go cook dinner, and then shoot the four. Make sure it's not just a rhythm where I'm in the rhythm of shooting the shots. I want to treat everyone like a standalone entity and be able to concentrate on every one of them. That's the goal. Can't always really do it. Sometimes you have to not wait an hour between shots. Especially at, I guess, my advanced stage. But I do put the balls up randomly. So I'm not just sidestepping over and getting into a pattern that way. Still, for this, it's just about they're easy shots, but still don't take them for granted. I've been doing a pretty good job of not taking them for granted. Pretty good. Not perfect, because I do still miss. I used to do this as what I call an exercise, which is if I miss a seven, I can just put it back up and shoot it again. In that case, I'm practicing making the shots. And I bet I average about 13 balls. Hardly ever finished off 15 when I was treating it as an exercise. Now that I'm treating it as a drill, I guess I'm managing to convince myself that being able to deal with this unseen pressure that I don't know is there, but it is apparently there, it's helping me, which is cool. I don't think that ball was going to go in on a 4 1/4 inch pocket. Not at that angle. So we just go through this crap. Put out, I guess my previous video was called Opposite Drawers. It was about this and about the next one. I didn't really talk about what the hell I'm doing very well. I don't feel like I did. The whole gist of the thing is I've always looked at drills as it's not going to come up in a game. I'm not going to have 15 balls lined up in a game. So for me, it was always just more important to practice just making the shot. Treat it as practice making the shots. That means if I miss, I can put it back up. For some reason, I didn't think about a drill as a pressure thing, the pressure of completing it. And I was asked, um, well, hey, maybe something's wrong with your brain and pressure affects you, but you just don't think it's there. You don't recognize it. And my response was like, something brain with my wrong? No, that's crazy talk. But now I'm thinking, yeah, that could happen. And it's kind of my experiments are kind of showing me that even though I don't necessarily feel any pressure once I get down and only have 5 balls left, I missed way more of these last 5 than I missed of the first 5. It's got to be like a pressure component going on there. I'm close to finishing. I don't have to start over as a cat. Now there's a cat. Why do you show up when I only have 5 balls left, Kitty? Newbie's mission in life is to rub my feet when I'm trying to shoot and make me miss. I really think I need to make this one a little bit harder. This might be the 3rd time in a row that I've completed it without missing. And I kind of told myself, once I do that, I need to make it a little bit harder. But I don't want to make it so hard that it becomes where I dread coming down here. Like the next one that I'm going to do here, I need to make it easier, I believe. Because there have been times where I'm like, man, I got to go downstairs and play, but I got to complete that stupid, well, it's a chore, it's not a drill. I got to go down and complete that first. I think I need to make this easier. Now, if I miss the 14 or 15, then I don't have to make it easier. And if I miss it, I'm going to blame this cat, which you guys can't see, but she's there. I thought about, like I said, moving the cue ball back, moving the algae balls forward. Another thing I could possibly do is just instead of just cinching the ball, just make sure I just draw back to the short rail, something like that. Just make it just a little bit more difficult. So there's that. It's not too bad for my first shots of the day. This particular chore is one I probably need to make easier. Because I bet I average about 6 attempts before I get this right. And I'm not going to make you guys or expect you guys to sit and watch me for 6 attempts. Whereas this drill, this chore, was about don't get lazy, even though it's easy shot, still take it seriously, stuff like that. This one is almost always, for me, just about don't break down physically. Stroke straight, get in alignment, and all that. And there's also still the pressure of getting 10 in a row. That's been my goal. And I can do 10 in a row, and I have every day since I started doing this, but sometimes it just takes me a long time. And once I get done with it, often I'm like, man, I don't feel like playing pool anymore. I'm all burned out. That's not supposed to be the goal of this. The goal of doing this is supposed to, train my brain to deal with any unseen pressure. And also, make sure I'm in stroke and all that. And also, once I complete it, there is a little bit of extra confidence that's happening with me. Because by definition, I guess, I'm shooting okay because I just completed these guys. SG3. Let's put these here. I'm only gonna shoot this one more time in front of you guys because I don't have enough yammering, I don't think, in me right now to keep saying the same stuff over and over. I'm doing this to work on that unseen pressure. It's a little bit too difficult for that, I think. I think that there's enough just difficulty in the shot that I keep wanting to revert to just practice the shot mode, which is what I've almost always done on this thing. I'm almost always, if I shoot and miss them, I put the 7 back up and shoot again, and just keep going that way. But I'm not working on that unseen pressure. Probably what I should be doing is moving this cue ball up here, where it's still not the easiest shot in the world with my old eyes, but the goal of getting 10 in a row is like the main obstacle in me completing. Right now, I think the main obstacle in me completing this is just the difficulty of the shot. That's what I think. There have been a couple times where I've done this. I've come down and just done this without missing. Just a couple though. Most of the time, it takes me at least a half dozen attempts at this to get it. It's especially annoying when I get, like the last 2 shots, I feel like I hit absolutely perfect. The cue ball stopped dead, wasn't spinning, things like that. I'm like, oh man, yeah, I'm going to get it this time. And then I'll miss the ball by 1.5 feet. So, obviously, like I've said many times before, if I didn't need to practice this, then if I missed the shot, then that means I need to practice it. But for purposes of this before every session, I'm not trying to practice the shot. I'm trying to practice dealing with, what's that, kitty? Dealing with, and that's a newbie, dealing with, and maybe even, learning to recognize better this unseen pressure that can make me tense up and things like that. Tense up mentally, physically, whatever. A little bit of left English on that shot. Don't know why. Well, I don't know why I had left things on that shot and not on most of the other ones. I know why I had it on there because my eyes are weird. There we go. So, yeah, I'm not going to make you guys sit through this. I hope this video is a little bit more than just a repeat of my Opposite George video. A big part of me feels like it is. It's just a repeat of that. There are 2 reasons for me to shoot drills/exercises. I've always just done the one. I've always just done the exercise part of it. Practicing the shot, practicing the shot, practicing the shot. If I miss a shot, set it up again, shoot again. This is a good thing to practice, right? But I've been completely ignoring the pressure side of it. Because I didn't think I had any. I didn't think I felt it. Recent experiments and recent experiences and recent conversations, it's affecting me. Even if I don't think I feel any pressure, it's still affecting me, still making me miss. It's as good of a theory as any other one that I've heard. And so that's what I'm going with. So whereas I could shoot almost any layout I wanted to do as practice to shot, most of them I've only done for that reason, not for practicing the stress part of it, the pressure part of it. One of the few that I've ever done, and this is just a type of drill. And I've talked about this in an earlier video. I got this off of one of the Burt Kinisher videos. So in this case, I'm not practicing making this 3 and then making the 6. I'm practicing getting all the way out and watching my angles and things like that. This kind of shot here, I've always treated as a drill. I'm trying to finish it, not just trying to get one ball. Not even trying to just get one ball and then get shape on the next. I'm trying to finish it. And there are easier layouts and tougher layouts. I did a whole video about it. Maybe if I remember, I'll put that at the end. I think very helpful. And for me, it's always been very helpful for concentration. Because I don't have to worry about making the shots as long as I get the right angle. So I have to worry about getting the angle. And there is that little bit of pressure for completing. Don't screw up. This is easy. If you screw this up, Dave, then you suck. That type of thing. You know, let that pressure creep in. When I'm down here in practice time, I'm really trying to give whatever pressure there is all the time at once to do its damnedest to make me miss. And then I'm trying to do everything I can to not let it make me miss. It's interesting and fun and annoying and all that fun stuff. Bye, guys.